CFSA Best Practices: Leadership, Integrity, Compliance.
Jim, CFSA has had a mandatory set of best practices since about the year 2000. How did these originally come about? What instituted these best practices?
There were a number of issues being discussed by regulators, consumer groups, legislators about some of the practices in the payday lending industry. And the CFSA decided to try to take some action to address some of those issues that needed to be addressed. And they talked with legislators and regulators and others about what types of best practices made sense. And after those discussions, with the advice of regulators and legislators, they drafted these best practices.
So it wasn't just the association and its member companies having these conversations with themselves. It was also with the state regulators and the state legislators to get their input to make sure these best practices were as complete as they could possibly be.
That's correct.
What do you think that these best practices say about our association and about our member companies?
Well, the best practices clearly set our members and the association apart from others. It demonstrates that the CFSA members are willing to subject themselves to a higher level of interest in consumer protection that goes above and beyond what's legally required.
Right. I mean, in our industry, I mean, let's be honest, there are some companies out there that don't even follow the law, let alone follow a standard of best practices like our member companies do. It's not just following the law, but it's setting yourself apart from those that are not following a set of best practices.
That's correct.
One of the reminders that we'd probably have for our member companies, they should always have a copy of the best practices in each storefront. It's important that they have it on a poster and on counter cards in the lobby for all the customers to see.
Well, that's right. These are basic consumer protections, and it's important that customers know what their rights are.
CFSA: Responsible Lending, Commitment to Fairness.